Hello.
Oh my gosh, hey! Nice to finally meet you in person. Welcome to Orlando.
Thank you. So, why don't you say your name and what you do?
My name is Mariah Clinkscales. I play trombone. I played for, at this point, I started when I was 10, so about 13 years. And in college, I got a film degree with a minor in music and a minor in mass communications. Yeah.
Where did you go?
UCF.
UCF.
University
and so you
of
were a
Central
film
Florida.
student. Ah.
Yeah, a lot of people assume that I'm like a music major.
Yeah.
But I wanted to keep music as like a fun thing because I know being a music major is like really strenuous, and I think for me personally that would have made me not like it.
Yeah. A lot of the people I went to school with don't play music anymore.
Yeah.
Most of them. Yeah.
I would have been so sad if that happened to me. So I was like, let me just like, I did an ensemble every semester. And then I did enough ensembles where I was like, okay, I might as well get a music minor. So I took a couple theory classes. And I was looking for ways to keep playing after college because I didn't want to put down my horn. Like I was like, okay, should I do like a community ensemble? Like, how do I get into gigging? And I went to an open mic party that some music majors were holding, and they said, Raspberry Pi is going to be here. And I was like, is there enough for everyone? Is there going to slice?
Literally just thinking there was actual pie at this party.
Yes.
I guess that makes sense. That is what they said.
Literally Raspberry Pi. Like, people think it's the computer part as well.
Yeah, right.
Like
the little,
P-I.
yes.
But it was P-I-E. They drew a pie next to it.
It's pie.
On the poster.
Yeah.
And I saw them perform, and I was like, oh my god, they look so fun. They were dressed like in fun ways. They played fun music, and I checked them out, and I saw that they had like horns on some of their songs.
Yeah.
So I was like, and then next time that open mic party was held the next semester, so I was like, okay, let me just take as many performance opportunities as I can.
Right.
So me and my friend put together a rendition of Two Trucks by Lemon Demon, which is about two trucks having sex. It's just a fun little song, and I guess, and Raspberry Pi was at the party, and I guess they were so impressed that they were like, hey, we might need a trombone player in the future.
Nice. So what was the horn section up until that point?
They had a trumpet player and a sax player, just like whoever could
Sometimes,
sit in.
yeah.
So they didn't have a consistent horn section at all.
And no trombone player.
No trombone at all.
What a grave mistake.
Yes. I was like, let me fix that.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you kind of like snuck your way right in.
I did.
Wow. Just looking for performance opportunities in town.
Yeah.
What was your plan with the film degree?
Wherever that would take me. When I first started college, I thought I wanted to do like blockbuster films, and UCF's program isn't necessarily for that. It's more like indie.
Sure.
But when I started college, I got an internship with the video services for sports on campus. So I was at like basketball games and volleyball games, soccer games, like filming it. And then I kind of like learned about like the different packages they would make for content creation. I started seeing how they would like market the teams on campus on social media. And my band director approached me. He was like, you're a film major, right? And he's like, I have this dream. I really want the marching band to have like weekly recap videos.
Oh, cool.
Like the football team does.
Yeah, of course.
Like hype videos. And I was like, I would love to do that. So I got my roommate, who was a former film major, and then my brother, who studied film when he was in college at Flagler. I got them to film at the football games, just the band, and then I would edit the videos. So I pretty much pioneered the video team for the marching nights.
Cool.
Yeah, and that kind of like, I kind of fell in love with just telling the story of marching nights, getting interviews, getting like B-roll and putting together a story every week.
Creating that narrative.
Yes.
You just film a bunch of stuff and then in the edit room be like, okay, what do we have?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I prefer because it feels like a puzzle where you don't even know what the like final product's gonna look like, but like putting it together is so satisfying.
Yeah.
Like there's a former French horn or mellophone player in the band, and like he had to quit for a couple years because he had cancer, and he luckily beat it. So he like showed up at one of the games, and at the end, like as a surprise, they were just like, oh my gosh, like he's here.
Yeah.
And then he got to give a little speech, and then like all the mellophones were crying because
Of
they like
course.
missed him so much. And like we got to put that at the end of the video, and it was a really, really sweet moment. We found some like old clips of him marching too, like put some B-roll of him, and it was really sweet. And it kind of showed like how much the marching nights like it's just like a family. And I could have never planned that. I didn't even know he was
Right.
going to be at the game.
I guess they say like this story finds you or something like that. I'm sure they say that in film school.
Yeah, something like that. It's same idea. So
Right.
I really really liked that. So I
Cool.
was like, well, in some way or another, I would maybe want to work for a marching band or like DCI maybe.
Oh yeah.
And then I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw that Grace Kelly had posted that she was looking for an editor for Saxy School. So I was like, I'm probably never going to get this, but I'm going to kick myself if I don't at least try.
Yeah.
So I put in an application and they had like a little edit project they wanted us to do. And then somehow I got it
So you are now the editor for Grace Kelly,
for Saxy School and Two Saxy.
Saxy School, and the two Saxy, Leo and Grace duo.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's right, exactly what you wanted to do.
I didn't even know, while I was in college, I was
Yeah.
kind of setting myself on that path to do like content creation and like, helping them like
Yeah.
tell their story online, whether it's like through the music
Sure.
or like in Saxy School, like through office hours and like the lessons that they do and stuff. So
What are some of your favorite things you've done with them?
definitely the walking videos,
Yeah.
because I've never seen anything like that in my entire life.
And do you just edit them, or do you help them film? Are you on site?
I was there in LA when they did like the Venice Beach one and the Walk of Fame one. And I did a second angle just in case they
Sure.
wanted that, and we ended up not using it. So I just edited it.
Nice.
So like I did the color correction, and then I, kind of keyframed it a bit, stabilized it a bit, and then I do all of the like promo for it on social media on their accounts, like sharing short clips, telling people to go like watch a video, setting up the live stream. Like we'd have hundreds of people come watch the live, which is awesome.
Nice.
It like has like hundreds of thousands of views. And then clips of it have blown up all over the internet, which is like completely insane.
Yeah.
So I make those little clips too.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's the long story of how I'm here.
Wow. And did you grow up in Orlando?
Yes, I grew up in Lake Mary, and Orlando's my home. I don't really want to leave anytime soon.
Yeah.
Especially because of Raspberry Pi, but
Yeah.
I like the weather. I like how much stuff there is to do here, which I'm sure you've seen.
Everyone has been so nice. All the musicians so welcoming. I'm like, oh yeah, we got to do something. Let's hang. Let's collaborate. Let's do it. When this whole tour of mine was supposed to be like collab across America, I'm like, okay, that's what I'm doing. But people are busy. People don't necessarily know who I am or are into that kind of thing. So far, everyone has said yes. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm busy. But it's been awesome. And yeah, I'm excited we're recording something with Raspberry Pi.
Yes.
And then hopefully I have time to come busking with you guys in the park.
We would love that.
It would be really fun. I hope it happens.
I think we could get a little crowd going, a little dancing.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a little nervous to like not exactly know what we're playing or the horn lines or anything, because you guys don't have anything written, do you?
For the most part, no. Like a lot of the stuff, like we just learn it by ear,
Yeah.
which is like crazy. But like I didn't think that it would get to this point, but I kind of prefer learning stuff by ear.
Yeah.
A little bit. But when I go back to reading music, it's like, do I still remember how to do this? Or
What are you working on now? It's all the two Saxy stuff? Is that what's keeping you busy?
yeah, mainly. I've been putting a lot of my focus into that. We're actually on the later on this month, I'll be going to LA to shoot more content with them. And we're going to do more walking videos, doing more covers. So I'm the one who has to schedule out what we're doing and when and how many songs. And do we also want to do like some challenges? We
Cool.
want to like do some dance challenges because they're also like really good dancers.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
like,
they're amazing.
if there are like any dance trends that we want to do, like easy
Right.
stuff, we're going to collab with some people.
Yeah.
Might collab with you if you're interested.
I'm always say yes. Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, I've been busy with that. I play with 3 different groups, technically 4. Raspberry Pi is like my main bread and butter, and then I play in a ska band called Oklahoma Stackhouse, like ska beach rock kind of. And then I've played a couple gigs with Ska 2 Network and with Jer. I don't know if those count as the same thing or 2 different things.
I don't either.
But
Yeah.
some ska, some funk. It's really, really fun. Like
Yeah.
I like playing different genres that I didn't really get to explore as much in like high school
Sure.
or college.
This seems like a very collaborative city. Like once you meet one person, you meet them all.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like the
That's
music scene here is pretty, like, it's not super big. So that way, like, if you kind of start meeting a couple people,
Yeah.
then they start like learning your name and like then you kind of like, okay, if I need a bass player for this gig, I can call this person, this person, this person.
Sure.
Yeah, it's really nice.
What's the best concert you ever went to?
It was actually very recently.
Okay.
In Daytona, Grace Kelly was playing with Jonathan Butler. Are you familiar with him at
I
all?
don't know that I am.
There was like a Christmas-themed concert that they had. And I'd never been to like a Christmas concert outside of like academic, like, you know, band concerts and whatnot.
Sure.
And so they were playing some Christmas music. That was like so good because it would be like so funky and so groovy. And like their whole band was amazing. I got to like meet them like back in the green room and stuff, and just like get to know them as people, so that when they performed, I kind of had this like sense of connection with them already.
Look at my friends.
Yeah. She has one song called like "Trying to Figure It Out," which is probably like that one made me cry. And then they played like an amazing cover of like "Little Drummer Boy." Like I don't know why, but that Christmas concert like it moved me so much in so many ways. Yeah, is an amazing band. Also like. Everyone in the band, if I remember correctly, is like a person of color. So that was also really nice to like see myself represented.
Yeah.
Like mostly like black band. And I was just like, oh my god, yes.
That's so cool.
Feeding my soul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the question on you.
Uh-oh, okay,
because I'm
go
kind
ahead.
of curious.
Yeah, go for it.
What is the best concert you've ever been to?
I have one that comes to mind instantly.
Ooh, okay.
So I guess it's probably that. It's wild, but it's Tenacious D.
Oh my gosh, Jack Black?
Yeah, and Kyle Gass. They had an incredible backing band.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
John Spiker, John Kineski, Brooks Wackerman, and like you and I could get up there on guitars and sing, and we would sound like rock stars. Like they're just so incredible.
Does Jack Black play anything? Like, does he play guitar live?
He plays guitar and sings.
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
And the showmanship of it, like the show aspect of it, was so refined. The music was incredible. The singing was incredible. Like, I was not expecting that. And then I realized, like, it's not that funny if you're making fun of the music and you are not good.
That's true.
Like, it has to be incredible for the jokes to work.
That's a really good point.
And so I was blown away. So that was probably the first one that I would say. I mean, I just saw Lawrence.
I am so jealous.
Yeah.
I feel like Lawrence has a vendetta against me.
Why is that?
Because every time, the first time I wanted to see them was in Orlando, I believe in 2018 when they were opening for John Bellion. That's how I found out about them. And the one show they didn't play on tour was in Orlando because they were playing some like jazz cruise or something.
I see.
So that was the one show they missed. They don't come to Orlando or Florida all for tour, which is like, I get it. I get that it's expensive, but I want to see them so bad. They're like my favorite band.
Yeah.
And then they're playing in Miami this month, actually. They're doing like a special performance where they have like orchestrated versions of all their songs that they're singing on top of. And that is the week that I'm in LA.
Of course.
Which is like, I'm going to see them one day. How was it?
It was no fun at all.
Yes.
It was terrible. You're not missing anything. It was part of their 3-day residency.
Yes.
So ours was...
Wedding?
It wasn't Wedding and it wasn't New York, New York. It was...
what was the other one? Y2K.
Y2K. I went to Y2K.
Sick.
It was fantastic. Yeah, they were great. Really awesome special guests. Antoine Stanley was there. I guess I went to the Madison Square Garden Wolfpack show.
Oh, the one that's on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, that's iconic. Yeah.
That's got to be on my Mount Rushmore of shows I've been to.
Yeah.
I got to see my friend play trombone with them, which was awesome. Melissa Gardner.
I follow her. She's amazing. That's how I found out about her. Was through our concert.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites. And we played a quartet concert, so she's technically in my quartet now. It's in stone.
Yo.
We had
amazing.
such a blast. Playing like movie themes. A quartet concert with her and Dan Levine, who plays in like if you know They Might Be Giants. He writes all their horn parts.
Oh wow.
T.J. Robinson was the other one. Awesome New York player.
I love seeing like how many more big artists are having like horn players play with them. I feel like there are definitely a lot of factors that have played into it, but I feel like I'm seeing that start to change with like Beyonce's Homecoming. I know it was a black ensemble. Was it black and female? Or was it
Lizzo's is
Lizzo's,
for sure.
yeah. Oh my gosh, I think it was like her Grammys or some sort of music awards performance. So good. And then like Harry Styles also has like a horn section, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it's making me very, very happy that they're kind of realizing it's just also just becoming the norm, and it adds so much energy.
So much.
Do you want to like kind of keep doing your solo content creation, or would you want to like tour with a band someday?
If somebody asked me to tour, I wouldn't even hesitate. Yeah, no, I'd love that. I think that's kind of where I belong.
I think like that would work for you very well.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you're also on the road for so long during this.
Yeah, like that wouldn't faze me. You know, you go to school for music and you learn all this stuff, and then you get on stage and play like 4 whole notes and everyone freaks out.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that sounds like fun. I know a lot of people would be like, oh, it's not fulfilling. I'm like, no, that sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
That sounds like a party.
Also, it's just about the like experience.
Yeah.
Like seeing different cities and playing different types of music.
No, I'm super down with that.
Another question for you. So
Hit me.
going into this, what was your first like impression of me? How did you find out about me?
So, great point. I saw a TikTok of you playing. What was the theme?
Bomb Battlefield, probably.
Yes, the Bomb Battlefield.
Mario 64.
From Mario 64. What's the story behind that? So it seemed like, from a viewer's point, that like something was going on with the venue where it's like, oh, we're waiting for a sound check, or like something's not working, and so we're all just waiting. And then you just started playing that. Is that accurate?
It was not staged.
Okay.
We were at Tuffy's in Sanford, and it was our last show of the year. I think like 3 songs in, Doug's string broke.
Oh, okay.
So he was like, during one of the songs, like we had Ryan vamp on No Diggity. So he was playing that, like that doesn't really have much guitar in it. At the end of the song, Doug's like, okay, I'm like almost ready, just give me like a couple like seconds to tune my guitar.
Okay.
And I know, and like everyone in the band is so nerdy that like we play video game themes all the time, just as a joke, or like even it's worked into the songs as well.
Sure.
And so I just, as a joke, just played the da 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 da, and then I stopped playing.
Yeah.
And then Doug's like, "Oh, you're not gonna keep going?" I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll keep going." And then I like kept going with the song, and it had this like cute little moment. It was so crazy because after that, like it started gaining a lot of traction, almost 1 million views. And then I went to a football game with the Marching Knights the next day because I was like, I film with them, so I like go with them to all the games. And like 5 of them came up to me and were like, "You're on that TikTok with that band?" Like, and some people I've never talked to before, like, I recognize you from that. Like, the reach of that was insane, and it like reached like the band community so much. Like,
I'm sure that's exactly who that went to.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I definitely had seen you before that. Because when I saw that, I was like, isn't that...
Oh my God.
That person. I don't know what her name is, but I've seen her. So I don't know the true answer of like the first time I found you. And once I saw that, I was like, okay, what's this band? And then I saw the other clips of you guys, and I was like, oh my God. Like, even just looking at Doug, I was like, I need this in my life.
Yeah.
Like, this looks like such a party. It looks like straight out of the 70s.
Yep.
It's everything I want. Disco party band, like, so good. So,
He has such like an amazing vision, and he's able to communicate to all of us. And he said he always feels bad because he's like the one being like, "Oh, I want you guys to wear this color and do all this." And it's like, no, that's what I want. You see every color of the rainbow, and like
you each have a different color? Is that how that works?
Literally.
So what color are you?
My color's yellow.
You're yellow.
Yes.
What's trumpet?
Orange.
Orange. Doug, lead singer, guitar.
Blue.
Blue. Bass.
Green.
Green. Keys.
Red.
Red. And then drums.
Is like silver.
Silver. Okay.
So the main color not taken is purple. So
I
was
got purple.
Thinking if you wanted to wear purple later.
Purple I can do.
Okay.
All right. Make sure nobody else gets purple.
I will.
That's mine now.
I will text the group chat.
Yes.
But going into this.
Yes.
What do you know about Raspberry Pi?
Yeah, very little. I know the vibe from the videos, from the DragonCon videos, from your videos. It seems like, I guess I would say like funk cover band. but then you have a bunch of original stuff too. It seems like it's about the audience's experience almost more than the music itself. That's the vibe I get.
I'm really glad you picked up on that, because that's something that we definitely try to center on when we're like marketing ourselves, especially for like corporate gigs and whatnot, that it's like, yeah, it's less about the songs and more about like the experience of like having a party and getting to dance and feeling like really carefree and stuff. And we have these portions built in our set where we teach everyone how to step touch. And there's a song where we do like a Soul Train like line where you got two sides of people, and then you pick a partner and you go down the line. And we definitely like thrive on people just up and moving during our set, and I think people really, really like that, because it makes them feel like they're a part of it.
It's not just a impersonable, transactional, like, you come to the show, that's your job. We play music, that's our job. We entertain you, the end. It really seems like you're trying to build like a community there. And I don't know if it's just your personalities or what, but it's just like, it feels really authentic. So,
oh,
yeah.
I'm glad you said that.
And it came through with just like a video, which says a lot. You know, because anybody can make a video, but it just was like, oh, this looks like a party. I would like to be a part of that party. I think a lot of people would feel that just watching them. So I would like to be a part of that party.
You're welcome.
That is the plan.
To be a part of the party.
No, I'm super excited.
That'd be cool. Especially like having a guest artist on, will be on our upcoming album.
Yeah.
Pop City.
All right, so where can people find you and Raspberry Pi and any of that stuff?
You can find me on Instagram at Mariah Clinkscales. That is also my handle on TikTok. You can also find Raspberry Pi at Raspberry Pi Music on Instagram and TikTok. That's Raspberry with a P and Pi with an E.
Raspberry with a P, Pi with an E.
Yes.
Like the food.
Like the food.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else you want to tell the people before we go?
If you want to see us on tour, make sure to follow us on Spotify.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you can see whenever we're coming to a city near you. And I love you all. I'm also just so honored to be in a Christopher Bill video, because I've been watching you for like a decade.
Episode 1. This is like the whole new project. I'm so excited that you're the first one on the Collab Across America tour.
This is crazy.
Yes.
So excited.
Well, thank you for doing this.
Of course.
And,
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens at the recording session.
Let's do it.